Gecko Traxx is created for individuals like myself to access the great outdoors, and drawing from a lot of my personal experience of having no access to appropriate equipment. And meeting Ryan, it was the first time where we had collaborated and talked about and identifying quite a specific challenge there around just literally getting onto the beach.
The initial design process started with an idea and just very rough sketches. We then took that into some basic 3D printing. And then from that, we're able to create little small sections of a tyre and test lots of different iterations of that and understand how that profile worked, before then printing lots and lots of little sections and gluing them together to create the first Gecko Traxx tyre.
For us, we seeked out IP protection because of the simplicity. It's not hard to replicate, even though it's very unique. And for us, it is also to protect, I guess, our identity, our branding, and very importantly, to be able to have people who, at the end of the line, have a quality product. So to not just protect on a commercialization perspective, but also to protect what it actually means for the person on display, who's receiving it, and what it actually does, and how that impacts their life.
Fairly early on in the process, I started seeking out some advice from mentors about what we should do around IP protection and protecting the idea. And some of the advice we got, especially considering we didn't have a lot of resources at the time, was just a file for a design registration. Retrospectively, we'd very much talk to a lot more people and get some more perspectives on it. I think it's seeking out other designers, other engineers, people who've actually gone through that themselves as a startup, because it's very different from a corporation, IP protection strategy, for example, where money is not an issue. 6 months later, we then decided we could actually apply for a patent, and we had the resources to do that. And in applying for that and engaging an attorney to do that, we actually found that the design registration that we'd previously filed for come up against us as prior art. So that was quite a learning experience. If we can help my younger self or people up and coming young designers to not make these same mistakes and be able to have better access to information and reliable information at that'd be a massive benefit. I think having good IP protection for small businesses and designers is essential in being able to commercialise product and keep it sustainable, to stop the bigger companies and bigger corporations from taking that product, manufacturing it cheaply and undercutting those other small businesses, which often put them out of business.
There's a lot of opportunity out there to the whole world of disability and technology, and it's a really needed space. There's a lot of not so great things out there, a lot of gaps, and you can be successful out of it. But at the end of that also, you have opportunity to make the impact for people who really, really need it.